Mbugua, and I am the head legal client coverage, corporate investment banking in East Africa, for East Africa in Standard Chartered Bank, Kenya. I'm based in Nairobi. So beyond my professional life, I love singing. So I am a member of an interdenominational choir called Twakutukuza, which is a Kiswahili phrase meaning we exalt you. So I've been a member of that choir. It's been in existence for over a decade, but I have been a member in the last 2 years. I love singing, and it also is geared towards supporting a worthy cause. So our founder and director is a cancer survivor. So any proceeds from the annual concert go towards supporting cancer patients. The other thing I love to do is I am a certified mental health first aider. Basically, what a certified mental health first aider is trained to do is to be the first responder, if you like, for someone who might be grappling with a mental health issue. And in Africa, sometimes, there's a bit of stigma around mental health. All of us, I'm sure at one point or the other, have battled, we might not be conscious of it, but have battled with some mental health concern. And so that training was very important, especially in our context. I did it with an outfit called Mental Health First Aid England. But it was interesting because I was able to share some nuances that are peculiar for Africa. For instance, when you grieve or when you're going through despair, you'll normally have someone tell you, be strong, be strong. In my vernacular, I will say it says, Kweo Meridia, which means, just be strong, just hold on, But what I learned during the training is that actually that's not quite helpful. You should allow the person to ventilate, to just in a safe space, explain themselves. It doesn't necessarily have to be correct, but you're validating their feelings. So that has been very instrumental. Yes, so I'm passionate about mental health. Passion for ACGC is to see that Pan-African interconnection across the continent within the In-House Counsel community grow. And as a beneficiary myself, what I've learned is that there is so much knowledge that is within the in-house community across our borders, that if we continue to come together, we continue to edify one another, continue to actually, even in some of the breakout sessions, we talk about soft skills like wellness, just piggybacking on the mental health passion. Which, sometimes people don't actually spend time delving into because you're a lawyer. In fact, in some quarters, you're called a learned counsel. So you're supposed to know everything. You're supposed to, be that person who has it together. But the reality is that the legal world can be quite stressful. It can be quite pressured. So we need outlets. And it's also a fun way of, yes, gathering knowledge, but having that outlet where you actually compare notes with someone and realize you're not the only one going through those issues. So I think that is something that ACGC, I think, has provided a platform for in-house counsel to get together, to learn, to share, to grow, and also to relate with one another. We become one big family, and we want this family to grow. Being a member of the advisory board, which I'm very honored to be, provides a great platform to actually ideate and inform our fantastic co-founders, Cynthia and Nankunda, and supported by the lovely DMJ, to have the best sort of perspectives from in-house counsel themselves, because sometimes you can curate programs, but are you speaking to the real issues, the trending topics, what's most pertinent? So I think that is a beautiful role we can play. We can inform what is most relevant, what is most urgent to be discussed. So I think that's a big value that we bring with my 7, co-members of the advisory board to the ACGC. The significant challenges facing in-house counsel in Africa today, one, I think, is limited resources. We're expected to do more with less generally. So that's always been a challenge. I think with passing years, we become more adept at being strategic. And that's where then the knowledge sharing comes in, what's working well for people, what's working in a particular industry that can actually be replicated. Another challenge I think I alluded to is well-being. And we don't talk about it enough. But because of now those trained resources, and before we get adept at managing those limited resources with the wide remit we have, we need to have healthy coping strategies. So we need to be able to share experiences, what works well, how do we ensure that we are still productive because we are taking care of ourselves. So I think that's something that the ACGC has been very instrumental in focusing on. There's so many people within the board, but also within the founding team and the support team that consider this a very serious and topical issue. So there's enough focus on it, and therefore then in-house counsel can get that right level of support to help them with their day-to-day. Anyone who has not yet joined ACGC and you're an in-house counsel in Africa, please, time is of the essence, because this is one community that you can call home very comfortably. As I mentioned, we've become a family. It's an opportunity to actually also explore our beautiful continent. Last year was the first time I'd ever been to Kigali, Rwanda, and I loved it. It was beautiful. I'm looking forward to going to Accra. I've been there, but very many years ago. I shall not say, it will betray my age, but I'm looking forward to the conference there because it's an opportunity also to experience our vibrant African culture. But more importantly, to have a community where you can consult, you can grow, you can have someone mentor you. If you reach out to them, you can be inspired. It actually just fuels your energy to keep going and shaping your career.